Warning, this is a pest control video and it will show pests being controlled with air rifles. If this is likely to offend you, then please stop watching now. For the rest of you who like these type of videos, let's get on with the action. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of P.P.P.C Pest Control. In today's video, we're going to hand out some eviction notices to the grey squirrels and help thin out the numbers. This is one of the reasons why I love the Landy. No more walking carrying lots of kit to hunt and record with. She makes very light work of driving the fields and saves us lots of backache. This permission is next to the railway track and is quite a trek. There is plenty of squirrels and rats here. We have set up in this location to stop them before they make their way into the farm. There is so much land here to cover, we're never going to get rid of them all, but the sheriff and deputy plan on putting in the hours to help keep the numbers down. The feeder is set out at roughly 20 yards away. It's our own design and we've been trialling it for the past few months and changing a few things that we didn't like. We tested it with mixed corn, something that we use regular as it's only £8 for 25 kg, and we also tested it with peanuts. This can be a dear hobby at £36 a bag. The feeder worked as it should with them both. The seat was a little small, so we extended it and now the squirrels can sit perfectly, giving us enough time to make their all-important kill shot. I always leave my feeders open. I don't mind feeding the songbirds, it makes an active feeder and helps draw in the squirrels. But now I'm recording with motion detection cameras, the small birds are fine, but the jays are setting the camera off and also taking the piss. Just look how many peanuts they take in one sitting. I was sat in the hide screaming, "Oi! Calm down, they're £36 a pop, you know." And now the pellets are up at 44%. If I shot the jay, he'd end up owing me 50 nicker. When I'm setting up in a new location, I always like to put out a trail cam. This will show me what's coming in to take the feed and also give me the feeding times. The Campact T200 is very easy to use and it records in 720, 1080 and also 4K. You don't have to use the batteries. I always run it on a solar panel and it's never given me any problems. You can also use it to record your hunting. Before we get into the action, let's take a quick look at the hide. This hide might seem a bit over the top, but there's enough room for 2 shooters and all our kit, as well as a camera, tripod and other bits and pieces. We also have a gas heater for this time of year. The deputy has even designed 2 FX impact gun holders. Talk about luxury. And when this year's crop is cut, we can also use the hide to decoy crows and pigeons. The first squirrel of the day comes in scaring off the jay. It grabs a peanut and tries to relax, but another squirrel appears from the brambles. It's very rare that you see them feeding together. There is always a more dominant one. As you can see, the feeder is soon given up. The sheriff takes his time checking all his recording and waits for the right moment to send a JSB heavy straight to his brain box. The shot lands perfectly, and it's lights out for this tree rat. Let's see that shot again from the GoPro angle. In this video, I try to cater for all. We have close-up shots, slow motion, impact sounds, and as requested in the last video, you wanted to see them hit the deck. And before I forget, I even added in some crosshair action. I would like to remind you all that hunting can be a way of life. It can also be fun with our friends, family, or even our children. But the one rule we should always abide by is, always respect whatever it is that you wish to hunt. And don't be mean, kill them clean. My aim point for this shot is 1 mil dot above. The pellet passes the shoulder and soon hits the sweet spot. Now this is one of the reasons I had to change the open feeder. I don't mind feeding the songbirds, but the jays keep triggering the GoPro and I never caught this shot. Luckily I'm using a few different camera setups. Upset as I am with my steptoe and son's gloves on, I go out and retrieve the squirrel. After waiting a while, another squirrel decides to show up, but for some reason, it runs past the feeder and starts to look around on the floor. I got the feeling that this is the same squirrel from the first shot in the video. He's lured in another alpha, and now he's looking for the best spot to sit and watch as he walks the plank. This shot lands a little low, but it still kills him clean. Just look at the mess it leaves behind on the feeder. After losing some footage because of the jays, I decided to put a lid on to stop them feeding. It's a shame that the songbirds can have some, but it's the only way I can get all the footage. This was a morning session, and after losing the footage from the GoPro, I decided to end it with just 3 squirrels. I took the feeder home, sorted the lid, and I went and put it back out. So hopefully in the next video there'll be lots more action. Slow motion is new to me, and I'm learning on the job. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, not to miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thank you very much for watching, keep safe, until next time, all the best, P.P.P.C Pest Control, aka the Sheriff.